Wonderful. Hours after new army chief was appointed, see what Søldīers did to Bøkøh people in Børñø. Bøkøh people insurgents ambushed the Operation Hadankai forces in Borno State, Kalabange local government area on Friday, killing 10 of them in a vicious fire battle. This was just hours after the new Chief of Army Staff, Major General Farouk Yahaya, arrived at the Nigerian Army headquarters in Abuja for the first time. This was just hours after the new Chief of Army Staff, Major General Farouk Yahaya, arrived at the Nigerian Army headquarters in Abuja. Yahaya, the 22nd Army Chief, was the theater commander of Operation Hadankai, the military operation fighting decade-long insurgency in the northeast prior to his appointment. As the number of casualties reported had yet to be verified, Sahara reporters learned that the Bøkøh people stormed the town and then the military base in numerous weapon strokes. Brigadier General Muhammad Yerima, the director of Army Public Relations, acknowledged the attack and stated that 10 Bøkøh people were killed. He remained mute, though, regarding the troops' casualties. Bøkøh people tried an audacious attack on troops of Operation Hadankai in Ran, headquarters of Kalabange local government area in Borno State, barely hours into the tenure of the Chief of Army Staff, General Farouk Yahaya. He added, the Bøkøh people arrived in force, mounted on gun trucks, and sought to infiltrate the town's main gates. The high-octane forces were quick to respond and dealt a humiliating defeat to the Bøkøh people, who abandoned their nefarious objectives and fled. The forces pursued the fleeing Bøkøh people and guaranteed that the town and its citizens were no longer in danger. One of the gun trucks was effectively destroyed and various weapons were recovered, including one anti-aircraft gun, 2 machine guns, and 8 AK-47 rifles, neutralized 10 Bøkøh people in the process. Well, it's a great move anyway. It's a very good move. No one will doubt what has just been said. Do you understand? No one will doubt it. You see, one very good thing about this kind of action is a due diligence study of whatever action or whatever move that you want to carry out. You see, if you want to carry out any move, you carry out a due diligence study of the move that you want to carry out before carrying out that move. If a due diligence study of the move you want to carry out is not carried out, you end up failing. And that is the mistake that Atairu made. And that is why he failed. That's why he failed. Atairu made a very big mistake. The moment Atairu came into power, I don't know if it is anger. I don't know if it came in with anger or if he felt angered the moment he was given that position as an army chief, or if it was power moved. Do you understand now? That immediately he was ordained an army chief. Immediately, Atairu deployed 400 soldiers to the southeast to strike, without carrying out any investigation, any diligent study. It just swapped into action. But for this very army chief, I think there is a little experience, there is a little calmness and intelligence in this very one, because since he has been inaugurated, I think he has been taking his time to study the environment, because Nobody, we've not heard anything like fire or hot. Everywhere is still very calm. That is to tell you that the army chief is a very experienced type and a very calm type who doesn't just swap into action but swap into action with intelligence. Okay, with this that I've just been taking note of, let's say that we are still believing that something meaningful will still come out of his of this army chief. Is it not so? Yes, we cannot conclude yet. Let's not conclude yet, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Do you understand? The Bøkøh people, as we all know, are people that doesn't easily give up. They don't easily give up. Now that the army has taken them by surprise, don't forget that they too will want to come in retaliation. So this is a challenge to the Nigerian army now, not to be asleep, because now that they have forced their way out by going after these people, then they should be ready to do the finishing, because you cannot start what you cannot finish. The battle has started, so be ready to finish it up. Do you understand? So it's a great move and a great start for the army chief. Do you understand? But the army chief on his own need to get himself set for the battle. The death of Ārmy is the beginning of wisdom for the Nigerian army. The Nigerian army must know that, because the Bøkøh people will want to repeat what they have done before. Just like I do say that the death of Shekau is the beginning of wisdom. Do you think that these people will keep quiet and watch why their Bøkøh leader is being killed? Didn't you listen to Shekau speak when he said that this is why he was killed? My dear viewers, we just need to be very, 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 very watchful. Very watchful. Because these Bøkøh people, they are out in numbers. Very much out in numbers. And ready to strike at any time. Let me hear from you from the house there, my viewers. Don't forget to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell button to receive an update. Thank you.